Here we go. Set. 18 Gator.
Three ball.
A quick throw complete to Washington. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it. And
a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Matt Breida, 31 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game, how about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game.
44 to Mike. 44 to Mike. Check. Now. Ready.
Here's the first carry for Northwestern's Justin Jackson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
On second down, this is Jackson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. He'll look to throw. Washington's got it.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
Back to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up.
That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, 44 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Yellow. 480. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Now a play fake here on first down. Being chased out left. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And the Steelers now in the nickel here on third down.
Hey, watch the slant.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And the Steelers first down.
On the double.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run on first down with Jackson. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Zipper. Topper, back.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Gets this one to Morris. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
So now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
X3, 218, chop.
They'll look to throw here. Throw left side complete. It's Morris. A good pickup there, a 22.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there that sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. 7-7, our score after 1. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run with Jackson out of the gun. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's hauled away down to the 6-yard line. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Go. Hey! It's 50. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Whip. Yes. 25. Check 25. Get it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Ready up.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now Jackson. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough. On 3rd down, this is Jackson. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Yellow. There's a wire, right? 50 to Mike. 50 to Mike. Gotta do better. Come on, right.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Hey.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jackson. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Just like that. Switch.
On the ground, this is Jackson. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
So they went a little cautious there on 3rd and long.
Man, nothing wrong with that. Remember, they're playing with a lead right now. So getting a 1st down, yes, that would be great. But even more importantly, take care of the football. No turnovers, no big plays for the other team, and keep the clock moving.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Point after here coming up. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the 1st half. They've got to turn things around quickly. A run there on 1st down gets 3 up to the 28. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the 1st half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. He's got his man. That's Hardman. The 30, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman. 68 yards. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Second and 5. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
The name of the game, as always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback, and that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the second interception in the first half.
They'll look to throw. He finds his man Johnson.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Got it? 58. 58 for Mike. I'm coming. Go. Ready?
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 34-yard line.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
This quarterback now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. On the run, this is Jackson. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. That good for 22 and a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Check your hot read. Look at me. Go.
Here's Jackson. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Recon, 132 fighter. Now.
Toss play to Jackson. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Look at me. Zipper. Go.
Now it's Jackson. Now they can't bring him down. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check pass. Check pass. Hey, check right. Check right. Watching you five. I got you, son. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. I got him. Mike, 55. Watch the run. Hey, get him. You got him. Come back.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Check, go get him. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Here we go, D. Something yellow. 55 is Mike, guys, 55. Hey, let's get this.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Tight left. 3 down. Mike 55.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. Oh, he shifts past him. And he's going to be taken down here, as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game.
That's it, baby. We gonna work.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And unable to get downhill there, as he'll take this up to about the 37. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What, is it 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Kelce, the intended receiver there. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And a Steeler first down.
Okay, ready? Mike's 50. Bring it. Bring it. Let's go.
First carry for James Conner. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Let's go now. 30 base. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On second down, it's Jackson. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on third down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. They'll set up a throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 23.
22 yards. First down, Steelers.
Ready, ready. 60 Pittsburgh. That's a screen. Pass.
They go jet sweep. Washington with it. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Set, ready? 70, Indy. I'm coming for you. You know. Ready?
On second down now, it's Jackson. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Ready? 18, Gator. 58, come on. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Get it.
Back to throw here. Complete to Washington. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will swell the lead to 16. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Completes it to Hardman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
And Kansas City Chiefs, first down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Hey, man.
On first down, here's Breida. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They run again with Breida. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
This is Breida. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 30 on second down, Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacked.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Third down. Third and 14.
The Steelers on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 14. They'll run with Jackson. And they work this out past the 25. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
On the carry, it's Jackson. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to launch it for Washington. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
And the Steelers on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Here's Hill on the return. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. Out to his left. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either. Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball. Now he'll escape to his left. They complete it to Hill. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did. I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play. You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
Check. Hey, 57. Yellow.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. 3rd down here. And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before? And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Justin Lane, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. This home crowd, they're happy with that call. I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain? They finally got one. Yes, they did. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. To try again after the sack, Mahomes. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
They come out here in the eye.
Watch the slant.
They'll try to run with Breida. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step 1, the touchdown. You need a 2-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look ahead, if they're able to get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score, they have to go for 2 again. That's why teams are practicing multiple 2-point plays.
We saw that in Super Bowl 51 with the Patriots getting a pair of big 2-point conversions. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
I got him. Back to mine. I got him.
They run it with Breida, and they will get back to within 1 score as he is into the end zone, and the lead's cut to 8 here in the 4th. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays. And he caught it up, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
Here's Breida. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now it's Breida. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Yellow, yellow.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the 2nd half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Steelers' 6-yard line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Let's go, B, let's go. Hey, let's get there.
They run with Breida. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
It's now 4th down and goal.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go,
One final try from Mahomes. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them 1 step closer.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Kansas City, so long, everybody.